Inhale a painting today. Inhale a painting today. Inhale a painting today. Inhale a painting today. Hello, and welcome to my painting show. I have decided to make a painting today of a meal that I ate about 5 years ago from memory. You'll notice I'm a little calmer than I usually am because that's how painting shows are. So let us begin. Now, I think that we should start with the background. I'm going to choose, come on. Oh! Today I will be using a Carillion blue in my painting as the background. This color will help the burger, look good because it's blue. The burger will be kind of a brown, and so that means that it will pop out there. Now, I don't know what I'm doing. So if you are trying to learn how to paint, then listening to me is a bad idea because I don't really know what I'm doing. It's so hard to get this paint to cover the stupid, like how much paint do I have to put on to make it all be blue? It gets all smeary. Oh my god. This is gonna take like half an hour. There's actually a lot of this is a lot of hard work. It's like exercise. And I'm putting more blue on this thing. I think I'm probably screwing something up. Let me try something. So I'm gonna mix some water in with my blue, and hopefully, no, it didn't do anything, of course. Okay, so anyway, we got a nice calming blue on the thing. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the rest of the blue that I have here. And once that's done, that's it. That's as blue as this thing is getting. I'm not doing any more. Oh my god, like look at, why doesn't it go on good? And look at, like, this brush is huge. Like, you know, how come it just doesn't work good? I think my paints are broken, you know. I think that happens. Oh my god, come on. Hurry up. Ugh. Oh, that's okay, not really. Come on. Trying to get rid of all the white parts. So that it's a good painting. And I'm almost out of blue. It's hard to get it down at the bottom. Get the blue on there. And my hand is it actually hurts from just violently rubbing. You'd think I'd be good at that by now, but it's actually much harder work. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, good enough. All right. Are we agreed this is fine? Because I don't want to do blue anymore. I'm friggin' sick of it. So, okay, this needs to dry. So I'm gonna take a little break, but with the magic of, my hand is like so sore. Like, holy smokes. How are people like Picasso doing this all the time? Like, it's just so, you know? Like, remember when you had to write cursive and stuff for like hours? It just hurts. Okay, anyway, with the magic of editing, I'm going to come back when this is dry, and then I'll get started on, I guess, the pedestal the burger will sit on. Okay, so this is about as dry as it's gonna get. I used a hair dryer so it wouldn't take forever. I'm gonna use the big brush for everything, or most of it, because oh my god, it takes so long to just paint anything. So now I'm gonna make a pedestal. I'm gonna make it gray. So to do that, take a little bit of titanium white and a little bit of Mars black. I don't know why it's called that. You know, Mars isn't black, but you know, I'm no artist. I don't know. So you can't really see this, so it's incredibly boring for you. But I'm actually mixing it with this little trowel thing that I got at the paint store to paint with. So I guess you know, hopefully this will be enough, because if I don't have enough, I'm gonna have to mix it again, and I probably won't get the colors right. I didn't put very much on. Okay, I'm tired of mixing it. Just gonna put it on. So, when painting, it's important that you know, you have some kind of a thing, like, you know, that it's not just a burger floating in space. It's like here it's on a pedestal. Oh, and it looks like I got lucky. I have more than enough, so maybe I'll just, I don't know, continue it down, I guess, and then using this technique of dragging the brush against the canvas. Okay, now we're doing that again where it doesn't want to paint. I'm trying to get these parts all painted in, and now you see over here, right here, I've made a mistake, okay, and I've got, I guess you can barely see this, but there's a little mistake here. I guess I'll paint over that later. God damn, I just made another one there. You have to be very careful while painting so that you don't make a mistake. So now what I'm going to do, because I've got a little bit of the gray left, I'm going to add a little bit more black to it to make it a little darker so that I can make a shadow. And that's going to be really neat because shadows make paintings look better. Because it looks like, in real life you got shadows. So, of course, my painting has to have shadows. And I'm going to do that. So I'm just using the trowel again, which is, of course, very boring for you. So, maybe I'll talk about, I was doing a really calm voice just there, when I started, before I got really angry about the paint. And I got the idea for a calm voice from a guy called Bob Ross. And he used to paint paintings on TV, and people watched it. Okay, so actually, just before I get to Bob Ross, because I actually finished the thing. So the burger is going to be like around here. So this will be the thing, the shadow for the burger. Just going to make it a little bit darker. This isn't all dry yet. And then the other thing is that I guess this is like a round burger pedestal, so I'm just gonna maybe do this, so that like that, and then maybe the whole bottom should be darker, like it's like in shadow, and yeah, that's looking pretty sweet. So yeah, it's really important to get your shadows in. And we can see here, this is where the burger is going to be. It's going to be on top of this because there's the burger shadow. But because I have to paint things in the right order, I have to think ahead and go like, okay, well, the burger is going to be here, so the shadow has to be there. And yeah, I'm just going to let this dry. And again, with the magic of video, you won't have to sit and watch paint dry, which I guess no one really wants to do. Okay, so the pedestal is dry enough. I got as far as I was willing to wait for it to dry. So now I'm going to paint the bottom bun of the burger. Now, as you know, this is a painting of a burger that I ate 5 years ago, and I'm pretty sure it had a bottom bun, and then there was a meat, and then there was a top bun. So, to paint a bun, I'm going to use unbleached titanium because it already looks like a bun. So one artist tip for you is that it's best to choose colors that already look like the thing that you're going to paint. And if you can't find colors that match the thing that you're already going to paint, just paint something else that matches the colors that you have. Your life is going to be a lot easier than trying to mix the colors, and doing a good job at that can be really hard, and hard work is stupid. You should really try to work as not hard as possible. Anyway, so let's do it. So the bun is going to go like here. Okay, there's a problem right away. This is way too light. I have never had a burger that had a bun like that. If I ate a burger that had a bun like that, I wouldn't go back to that place for a burger. So remember when I said, don't try hard? Well, I guess you got to try hard. Ugh. So I've got this thing called burnt sienna, and I'm trying to open it. It's super hard. Oh, I got it to open. You can't see any of this, of course. Anyway, I'm going to put some of it here on the thing that you can't see. And then I'm going to mix a little bit in. And that should give us a good bunny color. A color with a lot of bunness. It's important as well when mixing paint. Oh my god, this stuff mixes horribly. It's important to not put too much in. And I think I might have just done that, but who cares? So if you put too much in, just add the other color and then mix more of that in. You know what, this looks okay, but I think it needs a little bit of yellow. Like you gotta use your eyeballs when it comes to this stuff. Let your eyes do the talking, is what I always say. And it's like if you think it needs a little yellow, you put a little yellow in. Because it's like, I don't know, there's a little yellow in a bun, I think. Well, this is not going well. This I know you can't see this, but this doesn't look good. But I'm just tired. It's more like human flesh, which is okay. It's now it's gonna be like a surreal picture of human flesh burger bun picture. So let's do that. Let's make the bun. Okay, we're gonna paint over that bad bun bottom, and we're gonna paint the new bun bottom. And it's very thick right here. It's a little thick. Like a burger bun isn't that thick. That's a mistake on my part. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I don't want the burger bun color to dry out, because the paint will dry out quickly, because I have the quick drying paint. So I'm going to paint the top of the burger up here, and this way I could just paint the inside. See, what I've done there is I've made another mistake, but I've decided now that it's fine and that the mistakes are actually making it better. It gives it a certain quality, and you'll also notice I left a lot of negative space up here and off to the sides, I guess. This is not for any good reason. I think they'd call it poor composition. But anyway, this is looking like a burger to me. So I am gonna, you know what, I'm not gonna let this dry. I'm actually just gonna, let's just go straight into making the part of the burger, the meat part. I don't know what you call that part. So just gonna get ready to do the meat part. Now, of course, you can't see any of this, but I'm actually cleaning the brush right now so that I don't get bun in the meat. So yeah, this just takes a second here. But I think I'm just going to paint directly onto the wet paint. Now, some people might think that this is a bad idea, but I actually have no idea if it is or not, so I'm just going to do it and then see what happens. A lot of painting is about experimenting with things that people tell you not to do, but you just do them anyway, and then you find out that there was a really good reason why they said not to. So, the bun is probably going to have more of that burnt sienna, and so hopefully I can get it open this time. I'm almost out of burnt sienna, so I'll have to somehow get more of that, or I could make my own by mixing paints, but I am way too stupid to figure that out, so I'm just gonna poke. Okay, this is a nice brown, but I don't think it's gonna be dark enough to be quite right for a burger. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing a little more of that Mars Black into my burnt sienna. And for some reason, my burnt sienna is like shit. It really is just, it just mixes really bad. I don't know why. I don't know. Some stuff is really liquidy and cool and works really well. It's easy to work with, but this stuff just does not, it doesn't work like that. But anyway, I'm gonna do my best with it. And so right now I'm mixing it again with, I got this mixing thing here. You can see a little bit of the color there that's gonna go on. Actually, I think Check this out. Looks pretty good. Looks like a burger color. Oh, you see that? I'm picking up some of the bun. Just paint. Okay, it's not working. Okay, just do that. All right. So that's okay, I think. Maybe I'll make some shadows on the bun. That'll be fun. So I'm just going to take the burger color that I just did and mix it with some of the last of the fleshy bun color that I have. And then I'm just going to put it directly on the wet paint and see if it doesn't look terrible. So the light's coming that way. And if I do that, okay. But if I do this and then like, okay, kind of do it in, then I do that. So, you know, painting is really hard. It's surprising how difficult this is. I thought for sure that this would look really awesome, but so far it's not really looking that great. Maybe I need to just put a little bit of detail. What I'm doing is I'm slamming the brush into the burger part to add, you know, important detail. And what I can also do, now I don't remember if the burger that I ate 5 years ago had, whether it had a sesame seed bun or not, but I'm going to just make it have a sesame seed bun so that, you know, I've got something to do, I guess. And I'm just trying to clean. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a different brush. I'm going to take the special. Actually, I don't really have a brush that's good for adding sesame seeds to a bun, but this one is maybe okay for it. This is got a little bit of paint there. This is a smaller brush, and so very delicately I can just put the sesame seeds there, just randomly. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to remember exactly where each seed went. So, yeah, the seeds are generally in the top of the bun area, the dome. And there's the burger part. You know, this whole painting on wet paint thing isn't really working right now, so I'm going to use the magic of whatever to... Okay. So I've dried this out a bit, as much as I feel I can. So there's not really much going on here in this painting. So, I mean, So normally I don't eat cheese on my burger, but because this painting is so boring, I'm just going to put some cheese on it. And I don't know about you, but after that, I think I'm about done with this goddamn hamburger and these goddamn paints. So, okay. I'm going to just go directly with orange. Some cheese isn't really this color, but I don't care anymore. Gonna use the small brush, and the cheese just goes right there. And of course it looks terrible, so let me just see if I can fix it up. Like everything about painting looks bad. I don't know how people do it. Like it just doesn't. You know what I mean? It's like when you see somebody who's good at paint, it doesn't go on like all streaky and shitty like this. I don't know what they do. They make it look so easy. Actually, that's looking okay. Let me just put a little bit more on. All right. So here's my burger. This is a meal I ate 5 years ago. It was a hamburger. It didn't have cheese and it didn't have sesame seeds on it. But this is my painting. And so I think what we've learned today is that sometimes it just doesn't go on good. And it's really hard to spread it around. Look, I don't even have it. Like there's all these blotches where it's not all blue and then it's not all even. I mean, the pedestal is good, but the burger is not that great, and that's our main subject. And then, of course, you probably want to plan your painting out before you make it so that you don't have a bunch of empty space above it. And then it's also very helpful to know what you're doing, because I don't know what I'm doing, and this is what I got. So anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'll make some more of these painting videos because, well, I can just paint like a million things, and so I can just keep making videos, and it's really incredibly low effort, despite the fact that it hurts my hand to paint so much. So maybe I'll give that some thought. Anyway, I hope that this was, well, it's not going to be useful to anybody. So I don't know what this is. Whatever, if you got something out of it, great. If not, well, I've got this hamburger thing that I did. So I made it, it's mine. It's all me. You saw me make it. So at least I have that.